Hello all, this is Universal Group of Institutions Bangalore. NASA delays Blue Origin's Mars mission to 2025. Why is this in the news? NASA has postponed the Blue Origin's Mars mission due to readiness concerns, pushing the launch to early 2025. The mission was originally set for October 2023. What is this Blue Origin's Mars mission? So NASA has recently postponed this. Why do we see the delay? The delay is mainly due to the concerns over Blue Origin's readiness to launch, as well as the potential challenges with removing the fuel if postponed. NASA is exploring alternative launch opportunities with discussions for a window no earlier than spring 2025. New Glenn rocket delays. So Blue Origin's New Glenn rocket debut is now expected in November 2023, 1 month earlier than planned. The rocket's second mission will use Blue Ring technology, initially intended for a later flight. The rocket has faced production delays and is 4 years overdue. Blue Origin is something that was founded in the year 2000 by Jeff Bezos. We all know who Jeff Bezos is, right? He's the Amazon's founder. It is an American type of an aerospace manufacturer, defense contractor, as well as space technology company. The headquarters are present in Washington, United States. In 2021, New Shepard completed its first crewed mission, that is NS-16, a suborbital flight that lasted for about 10 minutes, crossing the Kármán line. About New Glenn heavy lift rocket. So New Glenn, developed by Blue Origin, will launch the NASA's Escapade mission in the late 2024. The rocket features a reusable first stage designed for at least 25 missions. It was named after astronaut John Glenn, who is the first American to orbit Earth. And about the New Shepard spacecraft, suborbital vehicle designed for scientific research as well as space tourism, named after astronaut Alan Shepard. Features a reusable rocket as well as crew capsule carrying up to 6 passengers. And the passengers enjoy views through the larger space windows. The 11-minute trip crosses the Kármán line, offering weightlessness before returning with parachutes. Kármán line, Kármán line, Kármán line. So what is this Kármán line? It's an imaginary boundary that you see at 100 km above the sea level, which is basically going to be separating the Earth's atmosphere from space. It's defined by the Fédération Aéronautique Internationale in the 1960s. Some organization set the boundary at 80 km. Air is too thin for atmospheric propulsion above this altitude. What exactly is space tourism then? So space tourism offers recreational, leisure or business trips to space. It begins at 100 km above Earth, crossing the Kármán line, the boundary that exists between Earth's atmosphere and the outer space. Below 100 km, vehicles are aircraft, above they are spacecraft. So passengers who reach the edge of space experiencing weightlessness for a few minutes. That is what is a suborbital region. Then we have orbital region where passengers travel into orbit, viewing Earth from space and experiencing extended weightlessness. Gopi Thotakura became the first space tourist from India in a recreational space trip. So this is one of the recent news. Well, that's all for now. Thank you. Stay tuned for more news.